Thursday morning. Welcome to August 17th. Here is your holiday lineup.
Welcome.
Today is the meaning of is day. Do you know what
Wow.
Do you know what that refers to?
No.
It's Bill Clinton. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, the meaning of is day.
Wow.
Yeah, you'll have to look that up. It's also National Black Cat Appreciation Day. You only have to appreciate the black ones. Yeah, there's a link in the description. Kind of fun. It's also National Vanilla Custard Day. Yeah, so there's also a link in the description for that that you can check out. And it is also National Thrift Shop Day. There's some links in the description. They're pretty fun. How to celebrate them. But what I wanted to share with you is amazing thrift shop finds that made their owners rich.
I found a good hat at a thrift shop once. It says the Cowboy's Prayer right up on the top.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Was it worth money?
No, but it kept my hat warm, or my head warm.
Your head warm? No, that's worth it. Yeah. So here you go. So this guy, he goes into the thrift shop. He pays $5.99 for this watch.
Okay.
So $6. It turns out it was a vintage 1959 Le Corsair deep sea alarm, which he sold for $35,000.
Oh, snap. Are you kidding me?
Then there's this guy. Look at this. Beautiful little vase. Oh, I should have... oh, it's on the website. They found this vase. They bought it for $4. Value between $20,000 and $30,000, and they sold it for $60,400 American dollars.
No way.
Found it at the thrift shop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why don't I go to the thrift shop more often? Are you kidding me?
Now here's how do you like that painting? There's a painting there.
Check that one out. I don't see anything special about it.
No.
I'm sure it means something to somebody.
So there's this church that had this yard sale. Okay. And they did sell this painting. So they dropped it off at the Goodwill with all of the other rejected items. Mm-hmm. A painter, Beth, her name was Beth, she'd come across it and she wanted to buy it for the frame. She intended to repurpose as a canvas for one of her paintings of zany cat faces. So anyway, one of her friends...
Hobby of mine as well.
So one of her friends said, "Whoa, hey man, you ought to research that artist's name." Well, they did, and it was later auctioned off for $34,375. Wow. Wow.
Holy cow.
And it went from a garage sale, or a yard sale from a church to a Goodwill, and it almost got painted over.
Yeah.
$34,000.
With cat faces. With zany cats.
Yeah.
Wow. She's lucky she didn't do anything on that one.
So here's a unique necklace that somebody had found. Pretty unique necklace. So anyway, it was once displayed at the New York Museum of Modern Art in 1943 and somehow wound up in the Philadelphia flea market. So it was later bought 3 years later, and then she sold it for $260,750 for that necklace.
I'm sorry, $267,000?
Unbelievable.
And this thing looks like it's a bunch of little spoons.
Yeah.
Linked up together on this little chain.
Exactly.
For $260,000. I'm sure this thing was like ancient though, right? Like it has to be super, super old.
So now here's Stan. One of my friends, Stan's. He's a pipe fitter. He bought this, had this copy of the Declaration of Independence hanging from his garage for over a decade. And his wife told him to donate it to the thrift shop. So, being a good husband, he did. when Michael Sparks bought the document for $2.48.
Okay.
And he was preparing to auction it off. Starting bid was $125,000. The auction closed at $477,000.
Almost $500,000.
This guy
Just
dropped
a
it off.
copy of it?
Like, yeah. Is that crazy? Wow.
All right, I'm going after. Yeah, right now.
We gotta go
I'm
find some
going
treasures.
to the. Yeah, I'm just gonna for $2.50. I can spare 250 cents.
Yeah, and research it.
If it doesn't work out, then I can use it for something else.
Yeah.
And find a purpose. But almost a half a million dollars for a copy.
Is that crazy?
Of the Declaration of Independence.
Wow. So here's a James Bond watch. Yeah. So anyway, it was from the movie Thunderball. Mysteriously vanished for many years. In 2013, it resurfaced at a car boot sale, which is a garage sale.
Car boot?
That's a British.
Yeah, London term.
Where it was bought for £25. So the watch later sold for £103,875, which is $163,000. That's pretty good, huh?
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good investment. Yeah.
Dang.
So
Things
here's
you can find at the thrift shop.
do you recognize that name on that?
Yeah. Vince Lombardi.
Yeah. Sean had found this sweater. He had bought this sweater for less than $1 at a thrift shop in Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah. And it had the name of Vince Lombardi on it.
Dang.
So they did a little bit of research, and they put two and two together and sold it for $43,020 at auction.
Jumped on it real quick when they saw that.
So here's another one. This one is a different copy here. Only 24 copies were made of the original Declaration of Independence. Mm-hmm. One of them accidentally ended up in the hands of a Pennsylvania bargain hunter in 1991. And he purchased the painting for $4 at a thrift shop because he liked the frame.
Just like the cat lady.
Imagine to his surprise when he removed the painting to find a pristine first printing copy of the Declaration hiding behind the painting.
Oh, dang.
The document sold for $2.4 million.
Wow.
He bought it because he liked the frame. Isn't that
crazy? Did he keep the frame at least?
Well, I don't. Yeah, I hope.
Hope
it does come with the frame. You got to give me another $4.
Double score.
So yeah. So here's another one. Did you see that painting? So this is the Flemish painting, estimated to have been produced in 1650. Caught this guy's eye because it had a valuable looking frame. He figured he could get a couple $100 for it. He forked over the $3 and took it home. His daughter took it to Antiques Roadshow, where she was told it was probably worth about $30,000. It was later auctioned off for $190,000.
Oh my gosh.
Man, when you go to the thrift shop, you need to start doing some painting looking.
I know, look at some frames. That's what I've learned. I've learned to find frames, and if I like them, just take them. Because then inside of it is where you're going to get the value. Find ugly jewelry.
Yeah.
And
well, speaking
if you
of which,
see any Declaration of Independence, take it.
Yeah. Well, some of them are hidden. So I guess before you spend the $4,
check the crannies.
Peel off the corner of it and tear the painting. See if it's really worth $4.
Yeah, see how fast you get kicked out of there.
So look at this. This guy, he found it. He loved it because it was gold, and he spent $14,000. Sounds like a lot of money, but the egg he was bought it from the flea market, and he thought it was a good investment. It's a Fabergé egg. Extraordinarily valuable and rare piece of Russian history, but he knew it was made of gold, so he thought he would resell it for a little bit of profit. The egg traveled westward and ended up at a flea market and then was auctioned off for $33 million. Can you believe that? And he spent $14,000 on it. And he sold it for $33 million. Freaking crazy, isn't it?
Wow.
So.
Oh my gosh.
So there you go. That's how you celebrate National Thrift Shop Day.
Wow.
So yeah, thanks for liking, commenting, sharing. Yeah, get out there and have a good day.
Because every day is worth staying and celebrating.